Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to continue the Gauntlet series for the Sennheiser Momentum 3s, and today they will go up against the number 4 ranked ones in my collection, the 1MORE Evos. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, here we have the 1MORE Evos and the Sennheiser Momentum 3s. Okay, let's just a quick breakdown of them. First price, the Momentum 3s come in at $249.99, whereas the Evos come in at $169.99. And I believe if you go to their webpage, or still on their still on their webpage, there should be a $30 discount rather, so they'll round up going for $139.99. Okay, both of them are rocking Bluetooth 5.2, supporting AAC and SBC codec, but only the Evos are also supporting LDAC. They both also support aptX and aptX adaptive. Both of them are IPX full water resistant. Both cases are wireless Qi charging cases, but the 1MOREs do offer a quick charge option. Let's see, what else am I missing? Anything? Nope. Other than the fact that 1MORE comes with multi-point functionality right out of the box, whereas the Sennheiser Momentum 3s are waiting for a software update to have that feature added to them. So as of right now, that feature is not available with the Momentum 3s. Okay, so now that we got all that out the way, let's get to what we came for, and that is sound quality. Actually, first, before we do that, let's do a little comparison size-wise. Let's pull each of them out. We'll grab one from each. I always have trouble getting these 1MOREs out. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take a look at them. I'm so ready to get into the sound thing. I'm just jumping ahead of myself. All right, as you can tell, they both are small earbuds by comparison to the others that I have. The 1MOREs go with a more oval or teardrop shape, whereas the Soundcores go with a more square form factor. Both of them, those, as you can tell, we put them sideways. They're both not too wide, so they don't protrude out your ear, so they'll be rather sleek, real stealthy in your ear. I do give 1MORE props for the gold trim, although I did like the gray version of these, but I didn't want to wait to get them, so I went with the all black. But the gray with the black contrast was really smooth, and I dropped it there, and I was really hoping to get those, but I digress. They're still great earbuds. I just like that color scheme. Okay, so full disclosure before this comparison, I did replace the wingtip that comes with these Sennheisers. I went with the larger one, and I also, on the 1MORE, I also changed out the ear tips so I can get a better seal, and actually helped out sound quality a lot with these. So we're gonna go ahead and, wow, that was pretty cool. We'll go ahead and give these guys a run. We're gonna go ahead and check out each app, and then we'll do some sound testing for on a couple songs that I have that will definitely display their prowess. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the app. Let me grab my phone. All right, yes, I do rock a Surface Duo 2. I know I'm going to hear about it in the comments, and that's fine. Okay, first up, we're going to go with the Challenger. So we're going to go up with the Sennheisers. So let's go ahead and get them synced up. I turned it off. Okay, there we go. All right, now of course I turned it off by accident. So now, okay, so now everything's kinking in. All right, I got my phone. Okay, my watch just came back on, and the Momentums are on. So all right, let's go ahead and throw these in, just so we can get the full feel of the app. Okay, let's go into the Sennheiser, the Smart Control app for Sennheiser. and we'll go ahead, and it's automatically connecting to the Momentum 3s. So now we can go ahead and take a look down. Of course, you get a picture of the screen, picture of the earbuds. You get your battery power. That's 100%. It doesn't give as of right now, it doesn't give battery strength for the case yet. But I think I'm hoping with an update that will be included on here. Okay, the connections. It will show you what all the list of all your devices that you have it connected to. Right now, you do not have multi-point connectivity, so you only can be able to connect one at a time. Okay, then we can go down into the equalizer. Of course, you have a three-band equalizer already, so you can go in for bass, mids, and treble. So I like that classic V shape. And then of course you can do a little enhancing mode. I enhanced the bass on here, so I added a bass boost. You can also save presets, and then you can go ahead and do that. So we can go back here. Now there's a sound check. Like I said, I haven't registered in this yet, but I will. Basically, you can do that to create a library of EQ presets and everything like that. I'm going to go into dive in that a little deeper sometime down the line and see what that is hitting for, and then I'll come back with a small video update, and we can chop it up about that. Okay, so then you got your different transparency modes. You have with music. Now I hear my TV in the background. I could turn this all the way up, or turn it all the way up where I hear everything, or turn it all the way back. Let me get this going. Come on. Okay. Now you turn it all the way back. Now I can barely hear anything. So we can turn this all the way back up. Then of course with pause with music. I guess when the music's playing, and I guess when you go to talk, I guess it will pause and go into transparency mode. Okay, so we'll leave it here. Leave it all the way up, and then of course you've got either that mode, and then you got noise canceling mode. So you can either go with anti-wind, which would turn off the transparency mode. I can still hear myself, so I'm not yelling. I could barely hear the TV, and then of course you have on completely. Okay, now the TV went dead, and it got just a little bit more quieter. I feel like I need to yell here, but I'm trying not to. But that's a very good option there. So if you turn that off, you can go back with wind, go back into transparency mode. That way I don't feel like I'm having to raise my voice. Okay, so now if you look further down, we got the touch controls, which you can customize yourself, left and right individually. You can go through for this single tap, double tap, triple tap, and then the press and hold option. You can go ahead and configure those however you want, which is awesome. And of course, you can even turn on and off controls. If you don't want touch controls at all, just turn off the whole function, and you don't have to worry about it at all. But who doesn't? Who wants to do that? But it's great to know that you have that option. Okay, now if we go over into settings, of course, you can do your firmware update. Smart pause. Basically, if you take an earbud out, it will stop. You put it back in, it'll play. You got your accept call function there. If you want to automatically accept a call, you can just set that up. I always turn that off because I don't want that personally to have. I don't want all my phone calls automatically picking up. Okay, then you got the power off option, which will give you let you know how long the earbuds will stay on before they shut off without any inactivity. Then, of course, your tones and prompts, what type of language you want to hear when certain features are activated. You got codec. Right now, like I said, there's no live stream on. There's no audio coming through. So that's, you can actually activate that function. And then, of course, the name. You got the factory reset, and you have this sound zones, which, from my understanding, is you can set it up specific to where you are, like at home, work, excuse me, the gym, places like that where you can set your different, I guess, noise canceling, transparency mode. You can set those things up like that. And of course, you have your tiles where your different types of connections or options rather. You got your connections that show up on the screen. So, say for instance, like sound zones. I'm not using that, so I turn it off so that way that option doesn't show up unless I actually go into it. And then you have, and that's just about it for the app on this one. So what we're going to do, this is the app on the True Momentum True Wireless 3s. That's what their app features are. Very streamlined. You have everything in here, but yet is, like I said, very fleshed out. Not a lot of bells and whistles, but definitely got what you need to make these things sound great in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these guys disconnected. Okay, we're going to put them away. And then make sure they're disconnected. As you can see, they are. And now we're going to bring out the Momentum 3s. Or excuse me, the Evos. Let's go ahead and get these guys connected up. Man, as you can see, they are connected already. Let's go ahead and pop these in so we can get full functionality on the app. Okay, let's go out to the app. And bang. Okay, now it already is connecting. Okay, obviously you've got the pictures of the earbuds and the case. You got the barrier strength of both earbuds plus the case. And then, of course, you go right into it. You got your listening modes. Right now, mine is turned off. It's set to off. We can hit transparency mode. You'll get a chime. I hear a lot more sound now, ambient sound. I hear the TV. There's a fan going. I can hear that. And then that's an enhanced voice enhancement. So it's actually set looking for, just going to enhance voices. So if, say for instance, my wife came and asked me a question, I go to answer her, it would definitely focus on that. Let's go through a pass through. Got yet another chime. Really no difference in my opinion as from the voice enhancement. But that is an option. So now we can go ahead and switch over to, I'm gonna go back to voice enhancement because I like it there. Okay, let's go and get to ANC. Okay, now it's getting to strong. I have it set to strong now. Everything really got quiet. The fan just like disappeared. Completely disappeared. I do not hear the TV. Let's go to mild. All right, no, I see no difference between the two of those. Noise reduction, or wind reduction rather. Still nothing. Let's go to adaptive. Okay, I'm to be honest with you, between strong and adaptive, I'm really not feeling. I'm not seeing any difference in there. But from ANC to transparency to transparent, there is a huge difference. Okay, so their ANC is very, very strong on this one. Okay, so let's continue on. You can go down to smart playback. You can do the play pause auto when you take them out. You can set that up. One earbud out. See if it stops the music. Put it back in. See if it starts up again. Custom settings. We go in there. You only have the double tap and triple tap options for the earbuds, but you can set them up however you want. So you got various options that you can select for each of them. So because the single tap is designated for your active noise canceling feature. Okay, and then of course you have what they have is sound ID. That takes place of an actual. Let's get it up there. That takes place of an actual EQ. So if you tap on that, you can go in. It's by Sonarworks, and then you can set that up however you like it. And like I said, that takes precedence or takes a place of an actual EQ. Let me go back in here real fast. I want to see something here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's just something else. All right. So yeah. So it takes actual place of an actual EQ. All right. Then you have your Bluetooth connection set up. You could turn those set up for sound quality or stable connection. Sound quality goes up when you have both earbuds in. But if you go to one earbud, it will switch down to priority of on stable connection. So that's what that is. Of course, then you have your firmware up. You can do your firmware update here, and then I don't know if you can see this here. Okay, and then you got the quick start, quick start guide and soothing sounds, which is something that's not in on the app for the Sennheiser Momentums. I only see it on like maybe the PI7s. I think have it. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head that have it. But these are basically just soothing sounds that you can play, like if you want to decompress or anything like that. Okay, you go from the start. You got summer rain. Sounds like it's raining outside, running water, like water running. Of course, you got the fire, drizzle, a thunderstorm, breeze. I guess like a lake or a creek or stream in the spring water, and some forest winds, snowing. Then you got underwater sound. I like that sound, and you got dozens of them there. You got a whole bunch you can go through. Yeah. I keep doing that every time. I do it every time. So those are soothing sounds. And let's see what else. If you go ahead and after you do the update, very first thing you do is when you get the Evos, you run your update. Then once your update's back up, once you're back up and running, rather, you go up here, you hit the one more button here on the top there, and then go into smart features. Then here you turn on your multi-point connection. See where it says dual device connections? Turn that on. They'll give you the multi-point functionality. Now also, I've noticed right here there's a burn-in option here. If you tap on that, you can start the burn-in, which basically it's like, how can I say it? It's how can I describe it as? It's like a baseball mitt. The more when you first get a brand new baseball glove, that leather, and you got to bend it and twist it, and for it to get it to feel right, to work right, in your hand. Almost the same thing with the earbud, with these earbuds, with this burn-in. It just runs ambient sound through them just to get the, I guess the speakers and the drivers and everything else, get them nice and loosened up, so that way the sound comes through and is a much better. You get a better sound that way. I still have yet to run these with the one more with these 1MORE Evos, but I will definitely do that. But they sound great right now, but I'll still do that anyway. All right, so basically that is it for the Evo app from 1MORE. So let's go ahead and get into what we came for, and that is the sounds. Let's see who sounds the better. We're gonna go ahead and, since we have the Evos up, we're gonna go ahead and they're gonna be first. So let's go ahead and grab us a song. Give me a sec. Let me go ahead and I saw one of the guys I follow. They're doing something else, and I'm about to take a look at. All right, let's go ahead and grab these. We're gonna do Lenny, of course. You know what I mean. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Let's make sure we're at 100%. All right, let's go. Woo! Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, yeah. Very loud. They get very loud. Okay. All right. So they get very loud, and the bass definitely hits. You can hear the guitar in there, of course, but it's more of a blended, just blending in with the vocals and everything else. So you can definitely hear everything. There's no separation though. I'm no audiophile, so I'm just basing on what I hear right now. Uh, but they do get plenty loud. Let me take these out. Okay, they do get plenty loud, and with active noise cancellation on them, they are amazing. That sound is amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and disconnect these guys. Well, actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back in, and we're going to go to our second song, and we're going to see how they do there. So let's go ahead and get these guys back in. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go back in. Let's go in and get our second song. And you know it, Public Enemy. All right, we're still at 100%. We're still there. Let's go. Okay. Woo! Timing. Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 For hip hop music, these hit perfectly. That bass on there, especially when they drop it with that series of thumps, like real hard thumps. These things eat that with no problem at all. They sound great for hip. If you're listening to hip hop music, these are great. For those, sounded really good. Just I really like that with these. So let's go ahead and go over to our. Let's go and get those disconnected. We're gonna go ahead and switch over. Okay, so they're disconnected. We're gonna go back over to the Momentums. Let's get them connected. All right, they're active and on deck. Very fast from out of the box. Just a couple seconds. Reconnect. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and first song. We're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna come back to this. That's our second song. We're gonna go. All right, first up is Lenny. Nope, nope, don't want that. Don't want the copyright strike already. Let's go up. Yeah, I like this. Definitely get separation. I can hear the guitar over this side, the bass on this side. But it's all right. Okay, okay. Now Okay, these get just as loud as the Evos, but the separation is better. Is much better. Like I said, I could hear uh, the guitar riff in the left ear. I hear the kick drum and the bass out of my right, and they meet perfectly in the middle with the vocals, and everything is clear. Like you can definitely pull them apart when using these as opposed to the Evos, where it seemed like the bass overpowered. That's the word I'm looking for. They overpowered the bass, kind of overpowered the guitar, but even though you can still hear, you got more bass than guitar. Where these guys are a perfect mix of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop these back in and go to our second song. All right, we're at 100%. Let's go. Yes. B. Yes. I like this. There it is. Get it again. Yes. Okay. Okay. I love doing this stuff. Okay. Now, these hit wonderful as well. The bass kicks a little better, a little harder on the 1MOREs than it does on here, but everything is how can I describe it? Everything is I guess I will go with proportion properly, where you get a great sound and nothing's left out. Like nothing's left to the side for the sake of something else. I hope I'm making sense there. Basically, like with the 1MORE Evos, the the sound, as far as sound goes, the bass it kicks hard, but it sacrifices like I guess your mids. And whereas with these, with the Sennheiser, whoops. All right. You know what? I don't know what's going on here. They just start playing again. Oh, okay, I understand. The wear sensor. Okay, I'll keep my finger over the wear sensor so it automatically. See. All right, so that was crazy. Okay, so let me. You know what? There. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so. All right, so like I was saying, you get everything equally proportioned with the uh, momentum threes. I'm losing my words here. Momentum threes. Nothing is no sound is lacked is taking precedent over anything else. Whereas with the 1MOREs, the Evos, you get great sound, you get great bass. But as I was listening to the Lenny Kravitz song, you did hear the guitar, but it wasn't on the same level. The bass overpowered the guitar. So whereas everything is equal on here on the Momentum threes, where the you get great bass, you get just as good guitar mids and and lows. The vocals are also crisp on here. Whereas some of the things are like the other two things take a step back for bass to come up, and that's at 100%. I normally don't listen to mine at that high of a volume. I usually am between 50 and 60%. somewhere in here. So if that was the case, I think I would think both of these would sound fantastic at that range that I'm more comfortable with, mainly because I want to save my ears. But I don't. But just for these testings, I put up at max so I can actually give you guys my complete assessment of them as best as I can, not being an audiophile type person or anything like that. I just like great sound. But anyway, that is my comparison between the the Sennheiser Momentum 3s and the 1MORE Evos. I am like losing my words. I'm so excited to get these in so I can have them go up against these guys, the likes of these guys, the Sound Cores, my and my other guys I got coming up in other videos. So they're so far they are definitely holding their own against my first two. These guys, they definitely held their own against those guys as well. So we're going to continue on with this Gauntlet series. The next one's up will be my Sony 1000 XM4s. That will be the next video up. And now you're entering the top 3. So this is when things get really, really good. And we'll see how they fare against my top 3 earbuds in the next few videos. So that's it. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to stick around and see how the Momentum 3s fare against my other top 3 earbuds, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified when those videos drop. And I thank you guys for coming by, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.